Oh, you started the stream again?
Yeah, I did. That was so weird. That was so weird.
Yeah, so we were just talking about like the armor, the fucking like armored gorilla shit.
Yeah. I guess it's like
We can just resume saying why the scan mattered, why the scan like is basically just irrelevant.
I think we can just skip past that. I mean, like, how far into it did we get, if we even did?
We're like we didn't even like talk about the scan yet in like the actual recording. We just mainly were explaining why we had such a problem with the video because it was basically just like shit talking,
Okay.
and it wasn't just because you disagree with us.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull it up back on that part. Remind me again. What. Oh, geez.
It
Pull
was
up chat too.
1538.
Oh wait, chat. Oh no, that's not it. Let me do that. Then pop out. There we go. Got chat back. That was weird. Um, and oh well. Okay, I mean we'll just pick up where we left off. I was gonna turn this into a VOD anyway. Um,
Uh, I'll just like summarize why this game doesn't.
you
Okay, I'll just summarize what we
you
talked about
summarize
this
it.
about this specific like.
Let me
Yeah, I
let
can
me go
summarize.
to that part
Basically,
again. Um,
okay, yeah.
what
So
timestamp are we on?
basically, where like the stream 1538.
1538. Okay. So I'm gonna just let
Okay, so
you
basically,
talk about that for a minute. While I fix a couple things with the stream.
so I'm late. What's the topic? Okay, we're basically just talking about like this video this guy made. We're basically just reacting to it. Okay, so the issue with this guy is we're not like reacting to. We don't have a problem with him like disagreeing with our opinions or whatnot. We have a problem with like why he's just like so aggressive for like no reason, and especially like there's a he just like treats us power scalers like someone in the chat
Acting like
described
us
it best
power
like it was like a
scalers are
slur.
acting like power scalers are like a discriminated people. That's funny.
Yeah, and then about the armored gorilla scan where we just like left off. First things first, it doesn't even say like he had invincible power or can defeat any opponent with a single punch in like the later volumes. Like I just checked, it doesn't say on volume 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22. I just checked all those. It does not say that. And it's the thing is about it, like it's not talking about when he says his invincible power, it's talking about like in the reader's POV of like all the characters like up until that point in time because we don't know about God or like Cosmic Garo yet at that point in the story. Cosmic Garo didn't even like exist. So I don't see why you can use this scan like in any way, shape, or form, really. It just doesn't make sense. Like, are you back at that point in the video?
Uh, I'm at that part of the video. I'm just trying to fix a couple other things to the stream. Do you want to talk about the the armored gorilla thing again? I'm just gonna fix some of this if I can.
They just did talk about the armed grilly thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Um,
I'll like answer the chat. Okay,
there we go. I got it up again.
saying that a character can beat Iggy Chi saying a character can beat one because it has higher destructive power. But I mean,
Saying,
what do you mean? What do you mean by higher destructive power?
oh, I understand. He's okay. He's asking about like when we say a character wins because they have more destructive feats.
So like a character can like have better destructive feats than another character, but still be weaker than that character. For example, like you could say, hmm,
Well, no.
like yeah, you gave a good example. Like early series, what?
Actually, no. Keep going. Keep going. I'll add on to it.
Yeah, like for example, early series Genos has like one of the best feats in this series, like blowing up part of a mountain, but he's still weaker than like, let's say Tank Top Master, right? Like he has better strength feats despite Genos have the like actually no, he's directly through scaling is just stronger than Genos despite Genos just having better destructive power feats.
Mm-hmm. Well, what I was gonna say was, we not we're not trying to limit a character by the feats that their verse has, right? Like, okay, obviously in like Gojo's best feats in his verse, the most you can really say is that there may be planetary because of Yuki making a black hole. And if we put him against someone like Goku, it's like, okay, Gojo is at best planetary, Goku is universal and beyond, whatever you think. We wouldn't just automatically assume that Gojo is capped at planetary, but we wouldn't assume anything higher either. We're trying to make the most educated assumption we can, right? Like if you saw a car driving at 100 miles per hour, you wouldn't assume that that car can actually drive 10,000 times the speed of sound just because you haven't not seen it do that. That's what I'm saying. It's not about the actual feat scaling, but the power of the actual ability. Well, yes and no, because we need to scale the ability as well. You have to scale the ability. So, like, in the example you brought up is Sukuna's ability. Okay, what's the strongest thing we've seen Sukuna cut through? We've seen it cut through Yuta, or actually, sort of. We've seen it cut through like top tier JJK sorcerers, but how strong are those guys? Like planetary at best. We wouldn't say that means it could cut through all of fiction, right? Just because Kid Goku beats
That's
up,
called a no limits fallacy.
yeah, we just try to make the most educated assumption we can based off of the information presented to us. All right. Let's just pick up with where we left off. For those of y'all joining us once again, I don't know what happened. The stream kind of just like pooped out on us, and just like stopped completely. I don't know why that was. It might happen.
Saitama one shot the stream while holding back.
Yeah, Saitama one shot us. But if that happens again, that we'll pick up where we left off, I guess. But yeah, we left off with this panel, talking about this volume entry, saying Saitama has invincible power. Once again, from volume 2, we didn't even know God existed at this point. We didn't even Cosmic Aura was not even a thought in one in Murata's head. So we don't know if this applies to the current verse. And as Cell was saying, it's not repeated anymore. Like they stopped saying this after a certain point. So let's just continue with the video, I guess. Cell, are you at 1536?
Yeah, I am.
All right. Let us play in 3, 2, 1.
His stats. He achieves such strength that he can defeat any opponent however strong with one punch. My God, if Saitama really used his full power, it doesn't matter that Garo was literally copying his stats. Garo would have been annihilated. This is Saitama's actual full power here. He's literally waiting to come across a strong opponent. This graph with the infinity.
Okay. Now this is the thing I really wanted to talk about. Yeah, pause. Sorry. Okay, this is the thing I really wanted to talk about. Me and Cell actually went on for a good 5 minutes about this. Talking about this infinity symbol graph before we realized the stream stopped. So, as you can see here, this is his secret scan of unstoppable One Punch Man panels, the factual information. As you can see here,
He was in the lab.
this is a screenshot from the Shonen Jump app. Now, you know what, Cell? How about you explain the backstory of this app? Because you actually showed me about this.
like the backstory. Well, I mean, all I really know is that it just seems to be like some random website about like One Punch Man. It doesn't even have like data on like Orochi or like Black S or any of like the later like Monster Association arc monsters. For one, it's out of date for one, and secondly, it doesn't. We don't even have any proof on like how credible it is. Like the only thing
We don't know
is
who
like at the
made
bottom,
this.
it's just
We don't know
licensed.
who made this.
Yeah, it should credits like One and Murata as like the creators of One Punch Man. Like that's like the next issue. And like, okay, if he wants to use this, okay, and I'm not saying you literally can't use it, but the problem is if you use this scan,
Wait, I want
like
to
or
I
like this
want to
site as a
if
source.
I don't know if this is what you're going to talk about next, but I want to get to Infinite Dragon Ball in a minute. So don't if you're going to talk about that, don't talk about that yet.
No, it's not that. But if you want to use this scan, I hope you realize that this site also says that like Saitama was forced to use the serious punch on Boros.
It
So
does
keep that in
actually.
mind when you use this website.
Basically, I was gonna say this app or this website. This is the Shonen Jump website or the Young Jump website. They've got these stat bubbles on all the characters. Though Saitama's is the only one where it says power. I think maybe Boros does too, but it caps at 5, so I'm not sure. Um,
No, it doesn't. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that.
oh, okay. Anyway, um, but like I was saying, we don't know who made this website. We literally, as far as I'm aware, one is not credited as like giving all the information on for this website. Which kind of calls into question. Now, if you do think Saitama has infinite power, that's fine. Or it's. I'm not saying that's inherently wrong, but as me and Sel will talk about in a little bit, that does not mean that he one shots fiction. So, point being, this is not the greatest piece of evidence by a long shot.
By the way, he thinks like infinite power means like transcending like all dimensions or something. He's thinking it means like outer verse or whatever.
Yeah, um, which no, not in this context. Not in this context, and not in any other context. I think he's gonna bring up infinite infinite power Saitama more in the video, so we'll touch on it more as we go along. But let's just keep going. 3,
I,
2, what? What?
oh no, I was just gonna say I'm at the same period you are. I'm looking at the stream.
Oh, okay. All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
Any simple by it, this is literally the starting point of One Punch Man. Which means y'all already scaling Garo wrong to begin with. That fight is literally, these two characters are literally on an infinite horizon of power. They are literally on an endless horizon of power. So people sitting here saying, well, Garo is solar system tier, galaxy level tier.
All right, pause. 2 things I want to mention right now. One, the thing he's referencing when he says this is the beginning. Actually, no, I'll talk about that later. I forgot. Ignore that. So just to clarify right here with this panel, when he's talking about what Garo was saying, here I am standing on the same endless horizon of power as you, yet you're still concerned about that brat. He's using endless as the same as infinite in this context. That will be important later when me and Cell start talking about Dragon Ball scaling. Just notice, just keep in mind, he uses infinite and endless in the same connotation. He thinks if you're on an endless horizon of power, you have infinite power. Just keep that in mind. That's his opinion. All right, 3, 2, 1, play.
So fucking wrong and so far from the truth, bro. Garo is literally in the realm of infinity already. He is literally able to copy the stats of somebody's strength who's literally in the realm of infinity. Granted, Saitama didn't hit Garo with his actual full power, but still, Garo was still able to copy this man's stats for whatever output he was putting out. Now back to the video. I wanted to cover this information to show y'all how biased power scalers are on what information they want to use.
And the two of them clash serious punches that blow away countless stars out of the sky, as well as the recoil of all this energy being concentrated and focused onto their bodies. Now, I've heard a lot of stuff about how they just erased the light particle, as well as the recoil of all this energy being...
He said stars, but galaxies got blown away, man. Dude, you can literally see galaxies in the background. I'm tired of fucking rejects sitting here talking about well, if you look at this scan and this scan, you don't see any galaxies in this direction. Shut the fuck up, dude. What do you think those galaxies go? The fact that galaxies are literally confirmed in the background, There's no dismissing this shit. The galaxies are fucking there. You coming out with a fucking argument trying to dismiss this ain't gonna do you no good against somebody like me. The galaxies are fucking there. I literally go off of what's being shown and said. I repeat that again. I go off of what's being shown and said, not your pathetic attempt in trying to discredit some shit. If your opinion is sitting here trying to discredit some shit that's obviously being shown right here in the fucking scans, I'm not gonna take you seriously and I'm just gonna shut that shit down. Because you're playing stupid games that you're not gonna win again.
Paused.
Okay, let's talk. Okay, let's talk about the galaxy stuff. Okay, so the first thing about it is like okay, to be fair, they are visible on like one page, but they are never visible in any page after that. So in my eyes, that just shows to me that the galaxies being visible is just art inconsistency. Now, he thinks it's the exact opposite. He thinks the galaxies not being visible is the art inconsistency, even though it's shown way more often that they aren't visible than when they are. That's the first thing. And two, you can't even prove there were even any galaxies destroyed in like, the area of space that they blew away.
So me personally, I'm more what's the word? I don't cling so hard to either interpretation, but what Cell is saying does have some merit. One thing of note is that galaxies in the art, not only are the galaxies shown inconsistently, but they're also shown at inconsistent distances, as an example. So in one page, we actually see like almost fully formed galaxy right behind Garo's head, which, if the logic is that you can see galaxies that detailed from the One Punch Man solar system, then why weren't there any galaxies that size from the perspective of Earth, if that makes sense? It's inconsistent perspectiving. So that's the reason we didn't run with that. Yeah, pretty much that. It's inconsistent perspectiving. I'm going to read a couple comments while we stop real quick. Imagine oh wait, brother has 500 subs, just ignore him. I'm plugging him, bro. I'm plugging him. This is a shout out. It's a shout out. No, I don't care if someone has more or less subs. I react to them based on the content that they have, or the content that they make. If you're gonna trash talk people and then refuse to like have an intellectual discussion with them, then you're free game by my standards. Only 500 subs. I was hating with. Okay. Have a good day at work, Pappy Cap. God did exist, but only in the webcomic. He did, but what I mean was, from the manga's perspective, the audience is not supposed to know about God yet. So the statement that says Saitama can one-shot anyone, that is directed at the audience. The audience is not supposed to know about God yet. And what did Murata change how they want to take the series as they write it? They literally change it as they write it. So I don't think it's fair to use a statement meant for the audience to dictate the current parts of One Punch Man. That chapter, by the way, came out in, I want to say, I'm going to get this wrong, but I'm going to say upwards of 5 years ago. Actually, no, upwards of like 7 or 8 years ago now. 7 or 8, it's not just 100 chapters or something. It's 7 or 8 real life years. That's how long ago that statement came out. There's a black hole feat that can get up to Garo was at the center of a black hole. You could just say that's like them escaping the black hole with the speed of light. We don't know like how far into the black hole they were pulled in. Yeah, we don't know how far into the black hole they were pulled in, to be fair.
Also, like, what's the art? Is he like the singularity or something?
I'm not sure. I don't really know that much about like black holes. I'm just saying it's possible they actually weren't in the center.
Maybe he's saying like generating a black hole has like it requires infinite energy or something because it has the because it has like the singularity, which is wrong. Because like large star, because very big stars can create black holes and they have very finite levels of energy.
They were visible when Garo returned to Earth. What I mean is I'm assuming you're talking about galaxies, is that if we can see from around where, actually from very close to Earth, that entire fully fleshed galaxies can be seen to the point you can even point out the stars in that galaxy, why weren't they visible the first time? Like why could that not be seen the first time? That's what I mean. Is like that galaxy the closest one, or like it's a little weird, and I don't at least when me and Cell were doing it, we thought that it was not the best way to go. Occam's razor suggests that the stars were destroyed. I agree. I agree that they did destroy those stars. BT dubs. I agree.
That interpretation is fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
Some people think it was photons. Some people think that it was also exponential growth. There's a couple different ways you could look at it. I do think that the stars were destroyed. I think Cell agrees with me. Probably what one and Murata intended. But let's keep going. Make sure we're still streaming.
Yeah, we're still streaming.
Okay.
I'm at the same like point in the video as you are as well.
All right. Let's hit play in 3, 2, 1.
Gets me at this point. These are galaxies in the goddamn background, confirming that the galaxies are very much close to the stars. Hell, it's stars all around the galaxies. So when you hear that boom, that's destruction happening. That's a noise when something gets blown the fuck up. And then you see this empty voids. Those big ass white dots are fucking galaxies, genius. They're freaking galaxies, man. So for him to just say stars got destroyed, he's already on that bullshit. These are galaxies, man.
Well, wait.
He's already far beyond perfect.
Okay, whoever just
I didn't know this was a
chatter,
recording studio.
No,
live.
Mookie, get out.
Mookie, go. You gotta get out of here.
Mookie,
Mookie,
you gotta leave.
We're live streaming, Mookie. Oh, he left.
He left.
Hold up. Let me tag him real quick and let him know. Mookie.
I had to serve mute him. Mookie, if you're watching the stream, I'm sorry.
No, I just DM'd him. All right, let's keep going. 3, 2, 1, play.
So this shouldn't even be no matchup, but since these people don't look at the factual information properly, this is a matchup. And you actually got people believing, oh, Perfect Cell can beat Cosmo. No, the fuck Perfect Cell can't. This is a huge mismatch to begin with. One is on an infinite, literally is on an infinite horizon of power. While Cell, at freaking highball, is galactic level. I'll give him galactic level. That's on a huge fucking highball.
Okay, now this is where I want to pause. I want to pause right here. So this applies to this guy and a lot of One Punch Man fans in general. And he's brought up a couple so far, but he thinks that because Saitama has been stated to be on an endless horizon of power, his power has been stated immeasurable, it's stated he has infinite power, he thinks that means Saitama has infinite power. Okay, so Cell, do you think you can like run down the list of characters in Dragon Ball that are stated to have infinite, immeasurable, and limitless power?
Let's see. Nappa, Frieza, Future Gohan, Metal Cooler, Bio Broly, Gogeta from Fusion Reborn.
Hold on.
Cell. Cell has actually been stated a few times. Let me think. Probably a few more.
Hey, bro.
Those are just the ones off the top of my head.
Did you know that King Piccolo
is
stated to have infinite power in his prime? I'm gonna pull that one up actually, because it's not like limitless. It's not like something like random like that. It's actually stated 2 times that he has infinite. He has infinite power once, and says that once he becomes his prime again, that he has limitless power. So let me show this real quick. It's gonna work. Yeah, here we go.
I found it, by the way. I'll send it in your DMs. I'll send both of them.
I pulled it up.
Actually,
on
there's
stream.
3. There's 3.
There's
There's
three.
three actually.
There's three.
Yeah, there's three.
Oh snap! The stream is blocking it. The chat is blocking it.
I sent you all three of them in DMs.
Let me pull it up. All right, it's fine. I've got it on. I've got it on Google. Oh nope! I'm not trying to open up Amino. Jesus. Okay, yeah. Let me pull up your DMs real quick.
Which one did you not know about?
I know about the limitless one. I know about the infinite one. I don't know which one you're talking about. So let me go to your DMs real quick. Yeah, 3 times it stated King Piccolo has infinite power. Which one are you talking about?
No, I'm asking you, like, which one of these did you not know about? Because you said there is like 2.
Let me see. Oh, I didn't know about this volume cover or chapter cover.
Oh, okay.
All right, so look here.
Okay.
Look here. The infinite strength of the Demon King. Then we got my power is limitless. And to feel that infinite power coursing through my body once more. So King Piccolo is stated by himself and by the narrator to have infinite power.
Man.
Now,
and
do we think that Demon King Piccolo is gonna like throw the smoke with Saitama? Like, do we think that? Do we think that?
I don't see anyone. Yeah, I don't see anyone. But I don't see anyone thinking King Piccolo has infinite power. Maybe it's because
he doesn't.
Hyperbole.
Maybe it's like there's different ways to like read it. You know, maybe like I don't know. Maybe
alternate interpretations exist.
Yeah. Hold on. There's a couple other ones. Do you want to send the cell ones before I like turn off from the screen?
Okay. Yeah. Here's one.
Yep. Cell has infinite perfect power. By the way, so he's actually commented on this in a different video before, by saying that the infinite here is talking about his energy because he has the Android infinite energy reserves. But when they're talking about infinite energy reactors, they say energy. They don't say power. Yo.
Okay, you cut out for like 2 seconds. Okay, I can hear you now.
Oh, hold up. Let's make sure we're still streaming.
Actually, no, wait, hold on. There's.
Okay, yeah, we still are.
It's in a better version.
But yeah, he talked about this in a different video of his, saying that that these statements are in reference to his key because the androids have infinite energy. They don't run out of energy ever. But when it's talking about the infinite energy generators, they say energy. They don't say power. Do they so?
Or like stamina.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say like energy or stamina.
Mm-hmm. It's not called an infinite power generator. It's an infinite energy generator here. I can actually send the statement right here from, you know, the guy who made them. So there's that. Who
Not
else?
even mentioning it's stated in El Manga Legendario that Cell can lose stamina.
Yeah.
I mean, you can argue like he has like infinite stamina. Like there are ways to argue it, like some certain scans like do imply it. But in my opinion, it seems more than likely that he doesn't because he's shown like huffing and puffing, like he stated to have lost a lot of energy. Of course, like I said, like El Manga Legendario says, he doesn't have infinite energy.
Mm-hmm. And then like you were saying, like there's a bunch of other Dragon Ball characters with statements like this. And you know, we don't take them that seriously, or we do take them seriously, but there's other explanations. They could be hyperbolic. They could be infinite can mean something other than literally infinity. Like the word can actually have different interpretations depending on the
And
context.
here's what we'll say, when you bring in that interpretation up with the Saitama scans. He'll say, "Oh, but that's not the case for Saitama because he has the feats to back it up," or some shit like that. He'll bring up some bullshit.
I don't know. I actually don't think he's ever been hit with any of these before, but he definitely doesn't know that this is in reference to power. He says power. He doesn't say energy.
He says
So
battle power.
yeah, battle power infinity.
That's talking about like power levels. Like Vegeta is at 18,000. That's talking about like battle power.
Let's.
Okay. Oh, I guess Trunks got hit in the face with like Cell's infinite stamina. Like what?
Hold on. I'm gonna read a couple of these. Endless cursed energy. Well, endless cursed energy in that context is more so in the android style. Like it's more so that he can just use cursed energy limitlessly, but it doesn't mean he can output infinite cursed energy.
Also, before we was in the video, I want to say Cell has way better arguments for actually having like infinite power being high universal than Saitama does. Now, I don't agree with them, but they are much better because you can say like, okay, maybe he can destroy the universe, which is like infinite or something.
That reminds. So there's actually a statement. So if you guys remember earlier, he was talking about how he thinks that endless has the same connotation as infinite, and it's actually stated in some translations that the Dragon Ball universe extends endlessly, or that extends infinitely. It depends on how you translate it. So we'll know more about that. But if so,
it says like endless expansive space.
It's stated that Cell could at least eventually destroy the universe. So he's either going to one-shot an endless infinite universe, or he's going to run around the entire universe, which if it's infinite, he would need infinite speed. So yeah, it's actually kind of consistent if you look at it like that.
Not to mention, in that context, Gar's clearly just saying that him and like Saitama are just above everyone else.
Cell saying perfect in that scan makes it less reliable. If it was perfect, it would be absolute or complete, unable to contend with, which does make that statement more dismissible. We kind of agree. Like it is hyperbolic, but Cell is also overconfident. That he thinks he's stronger than Gohan still. He thinks that Gohan is looking down on him, so he's trying to like talk it up.
Yeah, we're agreeing that Cell doesn't have infinite power. We're just using we're just saying other characters have also been stated to have infinite power, but for this and this reason, we don't accept them. So why can't we just apply those reasons to Saitama? And do you think it's time to take a look at like the actual scans that he uses? Because there's issues with a lot of them. There's some big issues.
I think I only want to cover the ones that he brings up. I don't think we need to go over every single universal Saitama argument.
No, because he brought up like a lot more than like that we haven't talked about.
What did he bring up?
There's again? He uses like the Okame mask from like Child Emperor.
Yeah, well, he didn't use that he didn't say that at least, but I saw it in there. Yeah, he uses.
No, he didn't say it, but he used it on like the. Okay. I just want to cover those like really quickly because I can explain those like really fast.
Go ahead.
Just because you can't measure something doesn't mean it's like immeasurable. Like when you like type in a number too big like for your calculator or something, does that mean that number is suddenly infinite? Or like when Vegeta just like break with the power level of 24,000 like breaks like Dorian Zarbon Scouters, does that mean like he has infinite power or something? Clearly not, right? It's just too high for it to measure. That's all what immeasurable means.
Well, even in that context, the Okame mask had a stated limit below 10,000, and that we saw that a demon level monster had a limit of around 7,000. So the limit is less than twice that of a random demon level monster. So like that thing probably couldn't even measure the higher S-class heroes. Even Darkshine has stated, by the standards of the One Punch Man universe, it's actually impossible to measure the strength of Darkshine. Until I guess Genos or something. But yeah.
Genos can't measure Psychos and Tatsumaki. And shit, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Boros, even after saying like Saitama has immeasurable energy, he still thinks he can beat Saitama, and Boros obviously has very finite levels of power. I just don't understand what his logic is behind using those scans. Okay, we can continue on with the video now.
Well, it was actually 6999. Yeah, I know. I was just saying. Exponential growth does not matter for this video, for this fight. All right, let's keep playing. He can depth measure dark shine. Genos can. It's just saying at the time he couldn't be measured.
This is not no good matchup at
Oh
all.
yeah,
Three,
let's play. My bad. My bad.
One.
Go. Wouldn't even have to use his Mimicry because he's already far stronger than Perfect fucking Cell and Super Perfect fucking Cell. He's far beyond them.
Mimicry.
Concentrated and focused onto their bodies. Now, I've heard a lot of stuff about how they just
Mimicry.
erased the light particles, or how these quintillions of tons worth of mass just moved in an instant. Whatever weird explanation you come up with, we will be using the higher end interpretation of this feat because, I don't know, we're not contrarians. This feat, which Saitama
Ain't no high-end interpretation. You literally get boom in the panel. Like, I can't make this shit up. People make shit so unnecessarily difficult to understand. It literally says boom. That's the sound effect from an explosion. Come on. I can't make this shit up.
Okay, pause.
We're saying
We're literally saying that's the
we
interpretation.
said the stars got blown up.
Like
Okay,
I think he had a problem with the fact that we said it's possible to interpret it another way, but that's just how it is. It's a drawing. It's literally a drawing. Like we can't know for sure exactly what's going on. Even if one interpretation was the correct one, we wouldn't know. So yeah. All right, let's hit play in a 3, 2, 1.
Garo surpassed many times over has been calculated up to 10 to the 64 joules of energy, which is high multi-solar system feat because, I don't know, we're not contrarians. This feat, which Saitama and Garo surpassed many times over, has been calculated up to 10 to the 64 joules.
That feat, they're already far beyond that feat, him and Saitama. They're already far beyond it. The starting point of One Punch Man already has Saitama's strength at infinite. So you putting him and Garo on the same level as the widespread destruction that they committed.
Yeah, I'll just keep going.
Dude, you're nerfing the fuck out of these characters. You're literally committing the appeal to visual fallacy.
Okay, hold on.
What?
Pause
that.
Is that a thing? Is that literally a thing?
Hold on. Appeal to. Oh, let me look. I don't see it. I just looked up appeal to visual fallacy. I don't see it.
That doesn't that does not sound familiar at all.
It sounds like something he just made up. Not gonna lie.
But
does anyone in the chat know what he's talking about?
Yeah, is that a thing? Is that like a thing in debate? I don't know. I've literally never heard that again. He said appeal to visual fallacy.
Yeah, I'm like 90% sure he just made that up, not gonna lie. Appeal to visual fallacy, that's what it was called. I don't see okay, because I just looked it up on Google. I don't see that like anywhere.
What is even happening? We are reacting. This is part 2 of a reaction because the stream cut out last time. We are reacting to a guy that called us stupid.
And ducked us.
Is
he scared?
No, I just think he's delusional. I'm gonna be honest. Not to be mean, I think he's just delusional. I wouldn't go as far as to say
that too.
I wouldn't go as far as to say he's scared. He might be. I just think he's delusional. Okay, I want to read a couple of these.
I mean, he's kind of that regardless.
I get what he's saying. Just because we haven't seen Goku destroy a planet doesn't mean he couldn't have. Yes, that's true. But there's other evidence that says Goku could destroy a planet. We're trying, like, we're not trying to exclude information that says Saitama can't do higher things. If there's more evidence that Saitama could destroy other things, like, okay, what he was saying earlier, the infinite Saitama statements is an argument that Saitama could destroy more than a bunch of galaxies or whatever. That is an argument you can make. We have issues with that argument. And even if you go that way, you can do the same thing with Dragon Ball and say that Cell has infinite power.
Or Nappa.
Or King Piccolo.
Because Nappa stayed to have.
Let me reply to a couple more of these.
I think he's trying to gain. No, he makes like these kind of response videos to literally like everyone
Random people
who
in his
like
comment
disagrees with him.
section.
Yeah, he literally makes like 20-minute long videos of like random people in his comment section. He's just stupid.
All right, not too much I have to comment on this, so I'm just
Nappa
gonna
solos your entire block.
I'm gonna hit play. Oh wait, Professor Fiction, didn't you scale Saitama and Cosmic Fear Garo's shared feat to multi-solar system level? Yes, we did, at least in that video.
Yep.
All right, let's hit play in 3, 2, 1.
Look up.
Of energy, which is high multi-solar system level, consistent with the aforementioned shaking the universe feat. Speed is way harder to figure out due to a myriad of different calculations and methods of finding out how fast Saitama is here. Methods of calculating this range from a time frame of no more than 0.0013 seconds to considering the shockwave Saitama makes as flashes of light, which leads to results ranging from 600 times to around 18 billion times the speed of light. Skill-wise, Garo is defined by skill. Having surpassed his former master in many ways, someone who transcends mastery entirely. He's able to bring no less than 11 martial arts styles to bear at the same time. These styles give him access to power nullification and redirection, pressure point
What the hell?
joint attacks, long-range wind blasts, shockwave generation, and much, much more. After achieving his cosmic power-up, his list of abilities extends to nuclear blasts, black holes, casually shitting out gamma ray bursts, a toxic cosmic radiation, and most impressively, the ability to copy anything he has seen, from abilities to your raw strength and speed, to a perfect copy. So,
Bro, off of that alone, Cell literally has no chance here. But y'all making it sound like he does. This is a complete mismatch. Not in Cell favor at all.
Paused.
Where I just paused at like the perfect time of him just like freaking out when I said they were evenly matched. Okay, I hope he realized that a lot of those abilities that you listed off, Cell has as well. Because Cell is excellent at like adapting and like copying techniques. Like he literally copied like Goku's like instant transmission after seeing it 3 times. And this is a technique with who a prodigy like as skilled as Goku took months to master. So that's the first thing. And then you also mentioned how he has like Wind Blast. Cell has those as well.
I think he's talking about the copying. I think that he's talking about the copying, like the stat and hacks copying.
Oh well, Cell has that too. I mean, it's not to like the same. It probably isn't to the same degree, but he still does have it. I don't see why he automatically wins because of that though. Okay. Okay.
Well,
resuming.
I'll say this. And this was a mistake that me and Cell both made. We probably should have talked about Garo's copying more, because we kind of touch on it in like the last 10 seconds of the video and are just like, the reason we didn't do it is because we didn't equalize energy, which we probably should have explained in more depth, considering the only reason people ever talk about Cosmic Fear Garo in these versus battles is because of his copying ability. So to be fair, we should have talked about at the beginning that we weren't equalizing energy and that it wouldn't work like that. But still,
That was more so my fault.
I don't even think we recorded it though. So I mean, like, it's not a big deal, but like I'll admit that was a fault on our end. All right, let's hit play in 3, 2, 1.
At all.
strength-wise, Garo and Cell are basically evenly matched.
No, the fuck they are not. See, this is the
Oh,
shit
yeah,
I'm
he
talking about.
starts
This is why I don't like
swerving.
people. This is why I don't like when power scalers do shit. They cherry pick the information they want to
You
do.
get
When
mad,
you look at
boy,
the
you get
information as
mad.
is, like you're actually supposed to. Garo is literally on a infinite horizon of power. Cell is not. Cell has infinite stamina, but an infinite horizon of power.
I don't know, man. Those
Nor
infinite
does
battle
Cell
power
have the ability
statements
to
are
literally
kind
copy
of.
your fucking stats in an instant.
He might
doesn't have
be
that,
scrapping with Saitama.
which Garo won't even need his Mimicry in this situation.
No matter what way you slice it,
You keep
Cell
saying
can alter
mimic
its
cry.
structure with
Yeah,
innumerable stars,
it's really
while
funny
Garo
how he
has actually
pronounces that.
destroyed innumerable stars. Even calcs for these two feats both come out to around 10 to the 65.
It's funny. Because Cell doesn't have an actual feat destroying the solar system. It's funny how Mars has
So
an actual feat
wait. Pause.
Pause. It's pause.
Is he okay? By that logic, is he saying Cell isn't even like solar system level?
No, what he's saying is that okay, he thinks that we only based Saitama off of feats, and then he's like saying that we're contradicting ourselves. He's saying that we gave Cell the benefit of statements, but we didn't do the same thing with Saitama, which is not true. It's just the statements for Saitama are not like they're not good enough. Like they're really bad. Like we also could have just said that they both have infinite power and they both would have just clashed with each other infinitely. But you know, those arguments are not good.
A boring ass video.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been the same conclusion. It would have been the same conclusion. They have the same AP. They have the same speed. You know?
Oh yeah. You're right. Actually, no. They wouldn't have the same speed. Cell would just be way faster because Gar doesn't have infinite speed, even if you say he has infinite power.
True. All right, let's keep going. But he's trying to call out a contradiction, which there's not. So let's just keep going. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
But Cell doesn't actually have that. I just want to point that out.
Energy. So yeah, in terms of power, they are evenly matched.
No, the fuck they are not evenly matched. Stop this bullshit.
You see how mad he gets though? You see how aggro he
funny how
gets?
he brings up normies in the beginning of his video, but when it comes
It
to
hurt him. It hurt him
power
deep
and just
down
how
in
he
his
is, he's the
soul.
normie in this situation. Stop the cap.
However, speed is a different story. Garo's speed compared to Cell's is extremely inconsistent, and this is simply due to the multiple ends you can scale Saitama's IO feat to. Generally speaking, Garo's most highballed and extremely generous speed calculations reach speed billions of times faster than light range, and most
Take these calculations with a grain of salt when it comes to speed, people. Take it with a grain of salt.
people have issues with these methods. Compare that to Cell, who is reaching multiple billions of times the speed of light without even getting into his higher levels of speed scaling. Just to get this out of the way, Cell massively outranges Garo with his numerous key attacks. Even in close quarters, Cell may actually be superior to Garo with the Grandpa Gohan scaling I outlined earlier.
Yeah, this is bullshit. They didn't even get the information pertaining to Garo accurately. This video is already a bust. It's already a bust.
Pause.
Yeah.
Okay, so man, that was a lot of yapping. That was a lot of yapping.
Ugh.
Like he said take the calculations with a grain of salt. But if we do that, then how do we scale like how fast Garo is? What we can say is maybe he like faster than light because of like flashy flash or something.
I mean, to be fair, he if you ever listen to any of his videos, he never ever mentions speed. I don't think he like even thinks about it, to be honest. I don't think like that thought ever goes through his head, like how fast characters are. So like I don't know.
Say is that says a lot. That says a lot. That's all I'm gonna say.
But yeah, y'all notice just how mad he gets. Like he gets mad when we say like they're evenly matched. Like these are comic books, bruh. These are comic books.
I had a mental breakdown when I said like Cell was broken.
These are comic books. And I just think it's funny that he can like again, I'm not saying he's scared. I just think it's funny he can like go ballistic like this, like recording on his phone, but is incapable of getting in a voice chat with anyone. So just my opinion on it. Let's keep going in 3, 2, 1.
And all of this is ignoring the very obvious problem of Cell's regeneration and how Garo would even bypass that. Although I will note that Garo's water stream and iron
causing Garo would easily completely eradicate super perfect Cell. He's on an infinite horizon of freaking power, dude. He would easily wipe the floor. These people are sitting here making it seem like this is a close match. It's not close at all. It's completely 100% one-sided in Cosmic Garo's favor.
I think this would give Cell some trouble and
He just
potentially
keeps repeating
give
the
himself
same
victory.
thing. I'm not going to respond to every time he says it's not
Garo and
close.
Cell should have rivaling hand-to-hand, although I would argue Garo probably has more sheer versatility. If you think about it, for the most part, martial arts and Dragon Ball aren't really extrapolated upon and tend to be in the realm of basic striking. Don't get me wrong.
It is! They just throw hands really fucking fast. Ain't no real martial arts being used here.
What?
Garo, on the other
Pause.
hand, you can actually see him
That's just lies. That's just a lie.
What is martial arts essentially? It's just throwing hands. That's all it
Throw-
is. It's you just throwing punches and kicks in like a certain way.
like just because that's what Garo does. Garo just has it with like extra fancy like magic powers behind it, and the Z fighters like just punch, and it's like just it's really really good punching. So
Yeah, because like yeah, you explained. I think you said this in the actual video, but you said like martial arts and One Punch Man are more like superpowers.
yeah,
While in Dragon Ball, it's closer to IRL martial arts, at least when it comes
it's
in terms of like
the
hand
straight
to hand combat,
skill.
except for
Yeah,
like Ultra Instinct.
yeah. I do think it's funny that he always talks about how people don't look at like they don't dive deep into the factual information, but he thinks all that they're doing is just randomly throwing punches. When if you dive deep into the factual information, Dragon Ball is actually about martial arts. It's about people who study martial arts and go to martial arts tournaments and use martial arts. Like seems like he didn't
Huh.
dive that deep.
Crazy. So a guy who has like hundreds of years worth of experience programmed into his brain is just throwing basic hands.
The guy called the god of
That's some
martial
deduction
arts.
skill.
The guy called the god of martial arts is probably less skilled than your average kickboxer. Obviously.
Yeah, I can box up Roshi.
I don't.
I can box up Roshi.
All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going in a 3, 2, 1. We're gonna
and using all these different
be
techniques
pausing
and
a
shit.
lot less now.
These
We're
Z
gonna be
fighters,
repeating.
even though they're martial artists, you don't see no real martial arts like that. It's just throwing hands and kicking really fucking fast.
All right, wait, pause. Garo doesn't use real martial arts either. He uses superpowers. Nothing Garo.
Wait, what point in the video you pause that?
28,
What point in
14.
the video you pause that? Okay, alright, hold on. Hold on. Alright, go ahead.
But he's like making fun of Dragon Ball for not using real martial arts. Nothing about Garo's martial arts is real. He has the power to turn his hand so fast it makes a gust of air that cuts you in half. That is not real martial arts. Anyway, let's keep going. I just think that's funny that he like calls out Dragon Ball for not using real martial arts, but like Garo literally has superpowers. Anyway, I'm gonna keep going in 3, 2, 1.
That out because I sure enough was.
It is striking on a superhuman and expert level, but each of Garo's styles brings something new to the table. He can create razor-sharp gusts of air. He can inject his opponent with body-destroying shockwaves. He can completely ignore their external defenses. Arguably, his most valuable tool is the Water Stream Rock Smashing Fist, which Garo uses to redirect attacks back at his opponent. Basically, if Cell tried to Kamehameha Garo, he would be able to catch it and throw it back at him at over twice the force. While this could give Garo a temporary edge, Cell is also incredibly versatile, but more so in his key techniques. As good as Garo is in close range, Cell would be able to bombard Garo with a variety of key-based attacks. He also has both Goku and Frieza's super adapting genes, specifically Goku who learns new styles on the fly and extremely quickly. It's not unreasonable to say he'd be able to adapt to Garo in hand-to-hand. Although Garo could just do the same, they just adapt to each other infinitely, with Cell likely.
Hell to the fuck no, bro. The way you're playing up Cell adaptability, you're playing it on the same level as Garo. It ain't even fucking close. The fuck? This shit ain't even fucking close. That shit ain't close at all. Get the fuck up out of here. Garo doesn't just adapt. He straight up literally fucking copies with his mimicry. There ain't no just adapting. That's straight up copying your shit. Cell does not have that. Sure,
Pause.
Cell can adapt
Oh wait,
to his
actually, no,
opponent's
I'll let this go a
the
little bit
Captain
longer.
power is so
Keep going,
vast.
keep going.
What is he gonna adapt to, bro? You got a highball, super perfect Cell at galaxy level. I'm giving him that.
Stuttering,
Versus
buddy.
a cosmic Garo,
You got it.
whose power is
Okay, so
literally.
he's talking about power now. I'm gonna pause it. I want to talk about like that skill thing he said, or that adaptability thing he said. I don't think we were trying to say he can just like glance at Cosmic Garo and understand all of his techniques. We were just commenting about like how if it came down to hand, he'd be able to adapt to Garo's style at least like over a period of time. Like it's just not a one-sided adaptability session. And mind you, he has Frieza's DNA. Like, Frieza got arguably infinitely stronger in a period of a couple months.
Like actually infinitely stronger.
Yeah. So like his adaptability is actually pretty cuckoo.
Goku literally made like a new fighting style on the fly when fighting against Roshi in the Tenkaichi Budokai. It was like copying like all of Roshi's moves. Like he copied his after image. He copied like the Kamehameha, and Cell has Goku's like uh adaptation abilities like on steroids because I already mentioned like the instant transmission shit. And notice how he didn't at all like counter that when I said in the video. He didn't actually like debunk anything I said. He just said, "Oh no, the fuck he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He can't adapt to Garo. He can't adapt to Garo in his mimicry."
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's clear he doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to at least Dragon Ball scaling. So that's why when I was talking about Cell, that's why he probably didn't like say much or really anything. But yeah, that's my input on that.
Let me react to a couple of these chats real quick. Who do you think would win in a fight between an initial Cosmic Fear Garo before copying Saitama and Blast and Meteoric Burst Boros? Probably Meteoric Burst Boros, to be fair. Well, if you mean before he copies Saitama at all, probably Boros. I still think multi-galaxy.
You're saying with like the collapsing Star Roaring Cannon?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say because definitely if it's like base Meteoric Burst versus base Cosmic Fear Garo, then Boros is kind of getting, you know, it's like blown away. But
I mean, I don't know. That's like, I'd say like if Boros uses Collapsing Star, that it's kind of just GG. Unless you like just think Collapsing Star caps at star level and Garo has like a solar system level gamma ray burst, then yeah. I already answered that one. I still think the feat is multi-galaxy level because of the inverse square law. More power to you.
what?
More power to you. We're not. At least I'm not trying to argue over the very specific scaling. Cell might be more prone to arguing about that. We're just trying to.
I'm not even sure what he's talking about.
Oh,
I just use like calcs for the feet.
Yeah, if you use the inverse square law, it could be a bit higher, but I don't think inverse square law works considering it's a cone instead of an omnidirectional attack. So, I don't know. Some guy made a video trying to call Professor Fiction out. They're reacting to it. Yep.
You want to resume the video, or are you still reading comments?
Would you say the Serious Punch 2 could be multi-galaxy with inverse square law? It definitely can be scaled to multi-galaxy level. Whether that is the correct way or not, I don't know. Me and someone...
Not a science guy either. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah. That's not our point. We're not here to say exactly how strong Garo is. We're just trying to say that this guy is wrong. All right, let's keep going. In 3, 2, 1.
Endless horizon. That's literally no limit if y'all didn't know. It's infinity. This ain't even no contest. It's always the biased bullshit. And nobody ever keeps it real in these videos. They always cherry pick the info they want to use instead of using everything. Use everything when you're deciding which characters.
Yep.
Just cherry pick certain shit and spin it in a way to where the character you want to win wins. The fuck?
Maintaining the edge in other categories, so it would just be worse for Garo. Even if Garo did deflect a Kamehameha back at Cell, we know Cell has regenerated from similar circumstances, and Garo wouldn't have the intuition or knowledge to hit Cell's nucleus or destroy his whole body in one attack.
He would end up destroying his whole body anyway. He doesn't need the knowledge. He would see that Cell keeps regenerating and like, oh, let me just get rid of you in its entirety. And he would nuke his ass with a fucking gamma ray burst.
We already talked about...
Or any other technique that
What?
just get rid of him in its entirety.
Pause.
The only other thing we can think of is
Yeah?
A gamma ray burst definitely would not hurt Cell at all.
Well, no.
You know what do you know how strong a gamma ray burst is? It's like
he
large
doesn't know,
star
though.
level.
He doesn't. He probably just thinks that the gamma ray burst is like scales to Garo. Like he probably just think it's like a key attack. Basically,
It doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's just him like literally creating an actual gamma ray burst.
I know. No, I know. I'm just saying that's probably what he.
No, I'm trying to tell like him. I'm more so trying to tell him and the viewers, not you, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Cook.
Yeah. So
King.
like, okay, if you just look up energy yield gamma ray burst, it will give you like 10 to the 46 joules or something. And if you go to Versus Wiki, like attack potency, which is what we're using, then that would be like I think it's like very high large star level. Let me look. It is. I'm trying to find it. I found it earlier. Okay, I can't find it, but I'm telling you, it's like large. I think it's like very high large star level.
I don't think I'm gonna have time to do the strongest character wheel today. I might have to do that another day. That blows, but it's okay.
I mean, we could stream tomorrow. We could do that tomorrow.
I'm not sure. I might be recording tomorrow. I don't know.
I have time tomorrow.
We'll finish this at least today for sure. We've only got 8 minutes left. Yeah, let's keep going. 3, 2, 1.
Cosmic radiation. In that case, Cell literally just flies in space with no regard for the UV rays of the sun, as do many other characters which Cell does have all the genes from. Another thing to consider is radiation attack on an atomic or cellular level, and Dragon Ball characters, like at least the Frieza saga, do have atomic level defenses. This is because Trunks is able to blow away Frieza to atoms, which obviously means key functions on an atomic level, and if characters aren't getting atomized by each other's attacks, that clearly means they can defend themselves on an atomic level as well.
And if you're wondering why we didn't equalize energies, then it would just result in Garo using a mode Cell, giving him strength, speed, durability, and abilities on par with Cell, which would either result in a stalemate or Cell winning due to his regeneration.
Oh my gosh, this is just fucked. This is just beyond fucked. Stats equalize would actually give Cell a fighting chance, but that's all it would do. He still wouldn't come out on top. You notice how they didn't acknowledge Garo's Mimicry to copy a motherfucker's stats into the end, right?
I'm just gonna say this again. That was our bad. We should have clarified more. We should have just expanded upon this section. Would it have made a difference in the conclusion of this video? No. We still would have said that Cell wins.
Not really.
Guarantee you. Still would have said that Cell wins. Is that correct? Maybe. Cell definitely thinks so. But like I said, our goal here is to not say what the correct way is, just to say that his way is the wrong way. Anything else you want to say about what he just said, Cell?
I mean, I just want to say we kind of did bring up like the mimicry like a little bit before this, like when we were breaking down like Garo's skill and whatnot. We did mention it. He's acting like we literally never mentioned it up until this point.
No, I think what he meant is that like we didn't bring it up in the actual fight. Like we're just like we just brought it up at the end. Like.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah, he is right. That is a valid criticism. But he definitely should not have been like as aggressive as that.
The reason we didn't bring it up was because we were doing not verse equalization. We were saying like whatever it is in One Punch Man that Garo copies is its own power system. So he would not be able to copy the power system of another universe, because the way the statement is set up in One Punch Man is that Garo obtained knowledge of everything in his universe. That does not mean he would have the knowledge of everything in another universe. So we should have at least explained that a little bit better, at the very least. So yeah, that's our bad. Let's keep going. In 3, 2, 1.
Fuck they're doing. Even if you want to say, well, Cell stats are superior to Garo, well, not anymore. Fucking mode change. But Cell's not superior to Garo. And that's the honest truth right there that they're not going to tell you.
Also, it would just be a very boring video. While I do not think this fight will be one-sided by any means, Cell's speed, technique...
This fight is completely one-sided in Garo's favor. Stop it.
Skill and regeneration are a little too much for the Vigilante Hero Hunter to handle. The winner...
Y'all hear this bullshit? Y'all hear this bullshit? This same Cosmic Garo, who was able to go toe-to-toe with Saitama. Granted, Saitama was still holding back a great deal. It's fine. The same Saitama whose starting stats, is literally, his strength was literally infinite, because that's where the creator put his shit at. Garo was able to hang in there with Saitama. And you telling me that Cell fodder ass would be too much for Cosmic Fear Mode Garo? Yo, get this bullshit out of here, bro. This is the main reason why I continue making videos like this, because people like this be on that bullshit. They don't utilize the information properly and fairly. They cherry pick bullshit and try to cut.
On that note, I'm gonna pause for a second. On that note, he says he keeps creating videos. I invite him to react to this. I also invite him to react to every other video where I said Saitama is only multi-galaxy level at best. Like Saitama versus Omni-Man or Saitama versus Gojo. I think it would be funny if he reacted to those, but he probably won't, to be fair. I also invited him to join Discord.
He'd be freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, I know, but it would be funny.
So did I.
It would be funny, though. Yeah, we both invite him to join Discord. Have a public conversation that he can record and post on his little YouTube channel. All right. Let's continue in 3, 2, 1.
Info out to try to spin it in their fucking favor. Even the feat alone from the Serious Punch Square already puts Cosmic Garo on a higher plane of power than Super Perfect Cell. It already does. Taking out countless galaxies compared to being a solar system buster or taking out multiple solar systems. I did the benefit of the doubt and gave Cell. I gave him Galaxy Buster level. And that's me being genuine, knowing full damn well he's not taking out entire galaxies, but I gave that shit to him. Yo, this video is just all fucking wrong, bro.
Cell.
Pause. I think it's funny he says he gave that to Cell. When people say the same thing in other videos, like I've heard him like react to other videos, and they're like, even if I give Saitama blah 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 power, he's like, who are you to say that? Who are you to give that to Saitama? And I'm like, from the video, you obviously don't know that much about Dragon Ball. Like, you really don't. Like, who are you to give that to Cell? How do you know that Cell's limit? Like
One's smarter than you. That's who I am.
the blatant contradiction in his own logic. Let's keep going. In 3, 2, 1.
Get the fuck up out of here with this garbage.
Like always, if y'all want to see more Dragon Ball content from me, make sure to hit that subscribe button down there. And maybe also
He
take a peek at
disliked? I didn't even notice that before he disliked.
with me and him also doing a collab on his
Oh
channel.
my
So
god,
keep
the
an eye out
hate
for that.
is
With
real.
all that aside, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
Wait, what'd you say?
Yeah,
He disliked the video. I never noticed that when I watched it before.
He disliked the video?
He disliked the video. He was hating that hard.
Man.
That's funny. That's actually funny.
Blood really hit the dislike button.
All right, let's
Okay, what
finish
point in
this.
the video are you at right now?
35:51.
Alright, hold on. Let me... okay, that's where I'm at right now. Right, 3,
All right, 2,
1.
1, go.
What's my live reaction? This man literally tells you in the interview he started Saitama at the maximum power level that you would achieve in the final chapter and made that the starting point.
All right, pause. This is
my
just wrong.
God.
This is just straight up wrong now. This is just wrong. Even if you think Saitama has infinite power, this is just wrong. Now Saitama's at a higher level of infinite power because Saitama blatantly got stronger. Even if you think Saitama could have one-tapped Garo, he still got stronger. According to the narrator, he got stronger. The current narrator, which is the author, pretty much. So, do you even know when the statement came out?
No. I'm guessing... No, actually, no.
Can you pull that up? I want to know when this statement was made.
Okay. Let me look at One Punch Man interviews.
It's part of the Nico interview. While you do that, I'm gonna reply to some of the comments. Stream collab debate? I'd be fine streaming a debate with him. I think it would be funny. Confirmation bias, that's what's going on with him. Yeah, he's also kind of delusional. I do think Garo beats Cell, but I do respect the hustle. That's fine. At least I'm not too concrete on my opinion of it. I actually the calcs on it. Even then, that move is not as large as a real one. Oh, you're talking about Game Ray Burst. Garo's abilities improve. Yes, they do. Garo can adapt with all his abilities, but so can Cell. Cell has Goku's DNA, and Goku can get stronger in the middle of battle.
can't find because I'm just looking. I'm doing like Control F and just type in maximum. I can't find it anywhere. Does that scan even exist?
Yes, it does. This is a real interview. I know that. Why give up as one of those people that ignores stuff and keeps yapping? Yes. Here, I'll find it real quick.
You said it was in the Nyonko interview?
No, it's the Nico interview. Here, I got it. By the way, to put in perspective how old this interview is, people asked one about Deep Sea King versus Sonic in this interview. Deep Sea King, a character who even in the anime was last seen in 2015.
9 years ago.
Yep. At least I think this is the right interview. This one says the Nico interview. And up here, this scan is allegedly from the Nico interview. It might be the Weekly Shonen Jump interview. Let me check. Regardless, this is an old interview, way before the Cosmic Garo fight, and like I've already been saying, One and Murata changed their mind on a lot of things. They changed their mind so much they go back and rewrite the manga even after it comes out. That's how much they changed their mind on stuff. So this is not necessarily true anymore. One literally changed it to make it so Saitama gets stronger. That's the factual information, by the way. Alright, Cell, are you ready to keep playing?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, play in 3, 2, 1.
I broke this down in my understanding how powerful Saitama is video. Y'all need to watch that video, man. But too many haters and down players aren't watching it because they're so entitled in their fucking opinion that they don't care about the proper truth.
We're okay.
This video right here, Understanding Saitama and How Powerful He Is, made 2 months ago, 346 views. I made this video to help people understand just how powerful Saitama is.
Stop yapping.
But people don't care about it.
It's alright, let him...
Oh, it's a Saitama.
Let him plug his video.
No, because power scalers think everything can be measured by feats. But the thing is, Saitama's always holding the fuck back. So putting him on the same level of his feats, when the starting point of One Punch Man literally has his strength already infinite, is beyond fucking criminal. It's like people don't want to accept that Saitama's always holding back. They don't want to accept that because they want to scale him a certain way so bad that they will come up with any argument or excuse to be like, okay, yeah, he was finally using full power here, or yeah, he wasn't holding back at all, while blatantly ignoring Genos confirmed that he held back a great deal, while blatantly ignoring that Saitama right after Saitama.
Yeah, okay. We already talked about this. I don't think we need to finish this to its completion. I don't think he's gonna say anything he hasn't already said, or that we haven't already covered.
We got like 30 seconds left. We might as well just make sure.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, let's finish it.
Power gets him to stay up. Not even a full page later, this man said, because he realized he didn't want to lose the core. Oh, one hand is good enough for you in such a condescending fucking way. And then they sit here and say, well, he was full power, one hand. No, Saitama full power.
Oh, it's dull. He was muted.
Anybody, no matter how strong they are, and he did not fucking utilize that. I showed y'all the scan where Saitama wants to feel the rush of battle and fight an incredibly strong opponent. Saitama questioned himself, and he asked himself, why don't I feel the least bit excited? Because he didn't actually get his freaking wish. This isn't my opinion. I showed y'all scan for freaking scan, something that these people don't do. But yeah, y'all still sit here and try to come up with headcanon-ass arguments to dismiss all this shit, bro. It's getting out of hand.
I'm pretty sure we showed scans for everything we said, pretty much, unless it was like intuitive.
Most likely y'all even make it this far.
Like, I don't think we need a statement that says Garo's good at hand-to-hand, but like, we showed scans for pretty much everything we talked about.
Oh, okay. So after this video, I made like a community post saying like if you want to like make a debunk video, it's fine. Just don't be like so aggressive and like as disrespectful as this guy. And do you know what happened after I posted that?
Tell him.
Okay, one, after he said he was going to debate me until he saw that community post, which was an obvious lie. Like he's clearly just making an excuse. That's the first thing. And two, his like fanboys started arguing with me. His fanboys have more balls than he does.
Yeah, but none of them also joined the Discord either.
Yeah, yeah, none of them joined either. And then he like made a response video on me like arguing with his fanboys.
Yeah, I got into it a little bit in the comments, but I was not arguing with anyone. I was just like, join the Discord server. I was just trying to get people to join. Um, there's this one guy who was gonna join, and I was like, I'll keep it civil, and then he just never joined, or he did join and he just never tagged me or anything. But that offer is still open to anyone that wishes to join. Anyone watching the
Well,
stream.
his response to my community, bro, hold on. His response to my community post is longer than this debunk video. It is 40 minutes long.
It is funny how he can spend so long yapping on his phone but can't join a Discord server. Like yap for just as
Imagine
long.
yapping for 40 minutes only to say mid.
Mm-hmm. Alright. But yeah, that's his video. I don't want to debate y'all, but I do want to join the Discord. We're not saying anyone has to debate us. We said it specifically for him because he was aggro. Like that's all there really is to it. Like if someone's just like, I think Saitama is actually multi-galaxy level, I'd be like, you know what? Good on you, bro. More power to you. But he basically called us stupid. And then refused to actually talk with us. Whereas we can call
an ass argument, bro.
Yeah. For anyone that does want to join the Discord, I'll actually get a link real quick because the other links might be outdated.
I can do that right now. I'm already on your server.
It's cool. I got it. Oh wait, that didn't work. Never.
I'll post it as well. I posted it as well.
Where'd you post it?
I posted it in the chat.
Oh, it's taking a second for me then. Oh no, I don't see it.
We got 10 people watching right now.
Goated. I'll post it in the chat as well. Alright. It might not have gone through on you because I might have unknown links blocked in terms of comments held for blah blah blah. But
No,
anyway.
I see it. It went through for me.
Okay. Anyone that wants to join, this is my Discord. Whether you want to join just to hang out, whether y'all want to join to debate with one of us, whether y'all want to join just to hang out and have a little chat. I'm happy to do all three. You know, it's a community server. Whether you think I'm stupid or whether you think I'm the best content creator of all time. Whether you think Cell's stupid or you think Cell's the best content creator of all time. We are benevolent beings. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I was gonna do something else today, but I don't think we're gonna have time for that now because I actually have stuff to do. So next time we stream, I'm probably gonna do this little One Punch Man creating the strongest character. I'll explain it more when the time arises. But yeah. Thanks for popping on, Cell, to break down this extremely articulate video.
I actually see my Broly versus Janemba video like on like the live stream right now. I can see it like in the corner, hiding behind the chat box.
Go check out Cell's new video, guys. But yeah, go do check out Cell. I'll actually when I go over these streams again, I'll probably tag him to make sure. But thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to hang out. I hope y'all go join the Discord server and come hang out some more. I'll probably go pop in VC at least for a little bit right now. So if anyone wants to come and join in chat, I'll be there. So thank you all for joining. You want to say anything, Sel?
Please do not like spread hate or like attack like why give him this video. Okay, I mean he was attacking us, but still, just please don't attack the guy.
Yeah, don't attack him.
And do make sure to check out both. Yeah, we already don't beat a dead horse, but make sure to check out my content and especially make sure to check out Prof's content. All I'm gonna say is he has some bangers coming up.
I do got some bangers.
But thanks for having me on here.
Later, y'all. Have a fantastic rest of your day.